Again guys, today I'm here for another video about activity in chapter 6. The first activity is the IP characteristic. Um, for the instruction, read each IP characteristic, then click connection less best effort or media independent to indicate its delivery. The choices is connectionless, best effort, media independent. Now we'll start. Packet delivery is not guaranteed. I think this is best effort. Will send a packet even if the destination host is not able to receive it under the connection. No contact is made with the destination host before sending a packet. Connectionless again. Does not guarantee that the packet will be delivered fully without errors. Does not best effort. Fiber optics, cabling, satellites, and the wireless can all use to route in the same packet. Media independent. Will adjust the size of the packet sent depending on what type of network access will be used. Okay, this activity is all correct. Proceed to the next activity. 6. In this activity is about IPv4 or header fields. For the instruction, read each IPv4 header function and then click the IPv4 header field to which it belongs. The choices is version, differentiated services, time to protocol, source IP address, destination IP address. Identifies the upper layer protocol to the use next. Identifies. I think protocol. IPv commonly referred to as a hop count. Commonly referred. Identifies the priority of each packet. I think different services. Identifies the IP address of the recipient host. This is a destination IP address. Always set to 0100 for IPv4. Version identifies the IP address of the sending host. This is all correct. Proceed to the next video. Video 6.2. For this activity, IPv6 header fields. For the instruction, read each IPv4 header description and then click the IPv4 header field to which it belongs. Question: IPv4 header description is always set to 0110. Think is version. When this value reaches 0, the sender is notified that the packet was not delivered. When the volume, I think, is a half limit to suggest that all packets receive the same type of handling by IPv6 routers. Suggest low level identifies the application type to the upper layer protocol. Next header classifies packets for congression control. I think traffic class identifies the size of the data portion of the packets. Payload then. This activity is all correct. Proceed to the next activity. Now, in this activity is identify elements of router or routing table entry. In the A, B, C, D, E, F. A partial router or routing table entry is shown. Each section of the entry is identified by a circle letter above it. Select the correct routing table entry section for each output. This is the instruction. Now, the first question is the elapsed time since the network was discovered. This is letter E. E is 0006 and 03. Second question is the administrative distance or source and metric to reach the remote network. Think letter C. The third question is how the network was learned by the router. Think letter A. Show the destination network. I think letter B. The next hop IP address to reach the remote network. I think letter D. And the last question is the outgoing interface on the router to reach the destination network. And the last is letter F. Now, let's check it. This activity is all correct. Proceed to another activity. In this activity is description, router function, and hardware parts. For the instruction, description of router function and hardware parts are provided in the able. Drag each router components name to its function description. We have 5 choices. Are 1 interface, AUX port, LAN interface, telnet or SSH or console port. In the description, we have 5 description. For the first description is connect routers to external network usually over a large distance. I think this is a 1 interface. The second description is a way to remotely access the CLI across a network interface. Telnet connects computer switches and routers for internal network. This is LAN interface. Port description is a local port with uses USB or low-speed serial connection to manage network devices. Console port, a port to manage routers using telephones, line, and modems. AUX port. Uh, let's check it. That's all. This activity is all correct. Proceed to the next activity, and the last activity is um, the router boot process. For the instruction, drag each of the steps on the left provides field in the table on the right to show the router boot process order. The other side, this is the step by step for the router boot process. First, load the in the first for the step 1 is this is perform POST hardware check performed by built-in ROM chip. The step 2 is wait why. Okay, for the step 3 is I think for the step 2 is this is the load down configuration file from flash and VRAM and TBF server, or go to wait this for the step 2 both, and that's all. Let's